Hello, and thanks again for watching the Adam YouTube channel. If you are not a subscriber, please remember to subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching. And tell a friend. I'm Brent Boyer. I'm an attorney here at Adam, and I want to talk today about cryptocurrency and divorce. And cryptocurrency, of course, is getting more and more common now. It used to be something only tech investors were into with Bitcoin, and now there's like thousands of different types of these cryptocurrencies, and they come up in even just mainstream regular day divorce cases where somebody owns some form of cryptocurrency, and we need to go from there. And with any asset in a divorce, you're always looking at basically identifying it, looking at who owns it, how to value it, and then how to divide it. And cryptocurrency presents its own unique problems with all four of those things: identifying what the asset is, who owns it, how to value it, how to divide it. Those are the things we're looking at, and those can be particularly difficult with this cryptocurrency type of thing. Cryptocurrency, you probably know a little bit about it. Basically the transactions are tracked in a blockchain. So there's software, computer code, and then it leads to, you have this transaction, this proof that you purchased it at whatever value, and the blockchain itself doesn't really tell you the value, but there's a way to value it, and you go from there. So, what are you looking at in a divorce case? Well, there's these private keys and a virtual wallet and all this like mystery around it. Even with people that are pretty familiar with it, they feel a little uncomfortable with how to identify it, how to value it, and what to be doing. So through a divorce, if you've been married long enough that things are looking pretty much going to be 50-50, the challenge with any asset is always like, okay, well, it's easy enough to say you get half, but how do we get you half? So cryptocurrency is no different. How do you get the other person their share of that asset in the divorce case? Well, there's no central registry, there's no financial institution that oversees these transactions, which is exactly why people like it in the first place. So it's not like you're going to send out a subpoena to Comerica Bank and they're going to give you something about what somebody's cryptocurrency is. Not how it works. So it makes it harder in a divorce case to find out exactly what's going on, who owns it, what they own, and what we're dealing with. So you end up really relying on what one person says they've done as far as what they've paid for it, how much it was purchased for, and what they think it's worth today. And then you have to go from there and do some investigative work and figure it out. So that's what it looks like as far as valuing it and what to do with cryptocurrency in a divorce case. We find normally you're not usually splitting it. Typically the person who owns it wants to continue to own it, and the other person won't want much to do with it. It reminds me of like timeshares, those kind of days where you end up, one person has a timeshare, the other person really doesn't want anything to do with it and is willing to let them have it, but it does have a value. Cryptocurrency can be the same sort of thing. It's something, it certainly has value. We need to figure out what to do with it, but you're not usually dividing it. Usually you're just going to take your share, and the person, your spouse, your wife, is going to take something of equal value, and you go your separate ways. But you do need information to make a proper decision about that. You need some sense of what you paid for it, what you think it's worth now, and you go from there. So that's the general idea. It's really, in its basic form, it's just like every other asset in your divorce case. You're really looking at figuring out, what do we got, who owns it, how are we going to divide it, what's the value, and then you go from there. So hopefully that helps. Thanks.